Greetings, seekers after enlightenment. The Irish fella is back. And I had an idea for a rant video, but I thought I would swirl my rant with playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate, so I can show you a little more of our intrepid heroine at work. So, when we last left our heroine, she had blown the horn and revealed the entrance to the ice caves. Well, she's hacked and slashed her way through 2 levels, and now it is time to go to level 3 and the boss. Let's see now. Alrighty. So now in this giant cave we see treasure chest, another teleportation gate, and he's back. Alrighty now. Now this dragon is pretty tough because you can't... Oh, he got me! When he's flying around, you can't hit him. This is what makes Mordekainen's sword so handy. See that the sword's chasing him, and then as soon as he hits the ground again, it's back on his ass like a rash. The first couple times I played this against this guy, I was like, he's so tough, how can you beat him? But it's like any other deal, you know, once you find the pattern and know how to beat him, yeah. Ooh, miss me, bitch. Oh, man! That fucking hurt. But, see, it's my fault. I let myself get trapped in the corner. Oh, ow! Motherfucker! Or your ass is mine now, bitch. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now that he has been dispatched to Valhalla, I can go over and look through the treasure chest. Alrighty. So, that was the end of Act 2. Now, we go into Act 3. Some old friends found out I was in the neighborhood, and they decided to stop by to say hello. Oh yeah, the gang's all here. Hey, notice how they see, same old zombies, but they seem to be a little tougher than last time. Mordekainen's sword is neat for dealing with the zombies, because even if they're still alive, after they get chopped in half, that sword will track them down and it's your ass. That's right. So, brothers, I wanted to rant at you a little bit about a disturbing trend that I've noticed. Let's see now. Whoops. I've noticed that there had been a disturbing amount of people on YouTube who are throwing shade. And it's not, like I've said before, I got zero problem with a brother telling me I'm all fucked up and I need to check myself. Well, hell yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. That because this is an individual mass migration, you're relying on yourself, but you're not always gonna get it right. So it's like, yeah, we gotta tell each other, like Mike the MGTOW monk is great for letting us know what's going on in the greater world. And there are people like Sigma Solitude who are great at, giving us the perspective on things from another monk's lifestyle. And I appreciate it since, I admit it, I'm new to the game. But it's frustrating when you have people that are throwing shade, either to deliberately take you off your path or just for fun, as it seems. Now, there's of course William Brown, who I roasted the shit out of in a video a while ago. And there's another piece of shit named Juan Alvarez. And the same the same video comment section where I interacted with William Brown. He was there also, and I noticed, his conversation was good, but then it kind of degenerated into a pissing contest. So I can't remember what video it was, but he showed up somewhere else, and he was instantly throwing shade. So I tried to engage him. I said, I gave him the verbal pimp hand 2 or 3 times, and then I said, see, insulting somebody is easy. Let's have a conversation. His reply, "Migtards are coming." I read that, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like it's ridiculous. Alright, another level in the sword. Yeah, buddy. And it is frustrating when here you are, a humble man trying to make your way in this toxic world, and all you're getting is shade thrown at you for people who think it's fun. But brothers, have no doubt, we are having an impact. I was lucky enough to actually interact with Mr. Foreman. Yeah, look at these friendly folks. Look at it. Oh, and these little lizard men are tough. Ow, you bitch! Oh man, I'm almost out of arrows. This is gonna be a tough slog with no arrows, but Mordenkainen's sword does help. So, now notice. Here are all these zombies. And you notice after they die, they give off a nasty green cloud. Well, that shit fucking hurts. So, besides them just tipping up and trying to whoop your ass, they will also throw they'll throw vials of this green gas at you. So it's like, no, not very friendly at all. So I'm kind of scratching my head saying, man, what can we do to what can we do to eliminate this trend? And it's like, there really isn't anything we can do, because we know it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. We know that the matriarchy is not gonna be happy. It's just like the one video, I can't remember who did it. It's like some guy, I give him mad props for having enough restraint to actually engage this woman who was screaming at him. And he actually said, I got no problem with men and women being equal, it's cool. She says, no, we want it all. Really? How can you negotiate with someone who won't even acknowledge that you have a valid position? It's impossible. You know, it's almost like the deal, yeah, you've got two choices. You can take it or you can leave it. You know, it's got, like, yeah, you know, us older folks from back in the day, that's the way it was when it was dinner time. It's like, you ate what was on your plate or you went without. Now notice, I used my deal of disruption, it toasted him, and he still produced a poison gas cloud. Get some, bitch. Oh, they got me! Oh! Oh! So, let's see. Since I'm, you know what, I don't need to go back and get more arrows. I just need to get into get some mode against the dragon and not waste them because the arrows are more valuable against the zombies. And it's frustrating to see people that have, you know, embraced a philosophy. And it's like I said, MGTOW saved my life. It helped bring me mental clarity. And man, I went on, let's see, it was Donovan Sharp, I think. It was something about not being afraid of women, but it turned into a PUA advice session. And it's like, I don't want to hear that. But there's some guy there, again, throwing shade. And it was ridiculous because he had no reason to do so. I'm like, what's this guy's problem? And when his friends, you know, jumped in to defend him, it's like, oh no, he's just giving you advice. You know, he's not being mean. Oh, really? It's like, oh no, MGTOW's not the way. You can't be isolated. Oh, bitch! Yeah, you missed me that time. Damn. Alright, we're almost done with you, bitch. That's right, there you go. Kiss it, bitch. That's right. Now, let me see. Now, because I held on to all my arrows, I don't have any extra room, so I'll just leave all that shit behind. You know, it's just like that William Brown asshole. There I was being open and honest, and he deliberately took what I said and twisted it, and then added his own little spin to make me look like I was a damn fool. Like, well, I can look like a damn fool easy enough without your help. Believe me, I've made myself a fool more than once, and I know that ain't over, but my embarrassment over doing something foolish is over, because I know it's just a part of life. You're gonna make foolish mistakes. You're gonna make stupid mistakes. That the only thing you hope is that the mistake isn't gonna kill you. And fortunately, hasn't killed me yet. But of course, now with the red pill wisdom, it's so much easier to cut through the bullshit and make sure you know what you're doing. Because without the extra stress in your life, it is a lot easier to have clarity of thought and, be able to choose alternatives wisely. And that's one thing I'm very thankful for. The MGTOW philosophy has enabled me to get my head right. And as I mentioned before, this is the first time in my life I'm happy with who I see in the mirror. And is my journey over? Hell no. I don't have a clue what tomorrow's gonna bring. But rather than anxiety or dread over what can happen, I'm filled with excitement. I look forward to the next day, assuming God gives me another day. So I tell people, every day I wake up, I'm blessed. I know the day's gonna come where I'm not gonna wake up, but it doesn't scare me. Because, now I'm full of optimism and enthusiasm. Because I know I have that clarity of thought that makes things easier to deal with. And, part of me just scratches my head and says, why are you people doing that? Like I said in the video to William Brown, who's paying you off to be a little bitch like this? And you figure, man, we are having an impact. I was lucky enough to actually talk to Mr. Foreman on a live stream last night. And he says, I told him the same thing, I was like, why are these people acting like this? And he said, it's because we're having an impact. I mean, you look at David's Bridal, 300 stores, filing for bankruptcy. I mean, how many jewelry stores are going out of business? Now, that MGTOW is not the only reason they're going out of business. A lot of it is online shopping, which I'll admit I have done so little of. I'm practically a noob at that. But, I'm gonna eventually get into it, but it's like, yeah, I didn't really have a reason to. Plus, they said, now, they came up with all kinds of reasons why, baby boomers are retiring. There's more online stores. If you shop online, you don't feel the pressure of a salesman hovering over your shoulder telling you, hey, you gotta pick this one, or if Oh, you bitches! Yeah, these little lizard men. Oh, they are some raggedy ass motherfuckers. Besides being physically tough, they also throw little gunpowder grenades at your ass. And you can't stay in one spot too long. They will nail your ass. Alrighty now. Okay, I'm gonna remember to save this time. And I think it's in the Bible. I can't remember who it was, but he said, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to be MGTOW. Now, I don't always say the name in... Oh, you bitch. I don't always say the name in public. But, yeah, I have zero shame about being awake, unafraid, and unbreakable. I know it wasn't always like that. Oh, where the fuck are you, you little bitch? There we go. Get him! Bam! There you go. Ugh, shit. Yeah, you're used to just running up on these sumbitches. And then you run into this crowd that had the poison. Oh, it's a rude awakening. So, shaming only works on people who have something to hide. That's why extortion is so effective. It's like, oh, I don't want this secret to get out. People are gonna think I'm an asshole. It's like, well, hell, people are already thinking we're assholes. I mean, what is this? Southern Poverty Law Center said MRAs are now a hate group. Feminists, they're constantly saying, toxic masculinity and male privilege. And oh, fuck! You see that shit? I ran away and it still hurt me bad. Ooh. There we go. That's another thing I like about Mordecai's sword. See, you always know where the enemy is, because that sword, once it sees him, bam, see? Oh, damn it. So you have to do a little pattern, go back and forth. And that way, you can still pick up the goodies and not get poisoned. Now, it's not easy, but if you're in the right position, you can nail these half zombies with an arrow. But the damn program knows what it's doing, you know, you gotta be at the right height to make it work. Yeah, so that there is no way I'm going to be shamed into giving up the, how can I describe it? Now that I've obtained red pill wisdom, why should I give that up? For anybody. The whole point of the MGTOW philosophy is for you to be the best person you can. And it makes no sense to abandon all that just because some little raggedy bitch is throwing shade at you. Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, Yeah, see these, Oh, where'd she go? Yeah, these little lizard men have magic users too. Now, right here is actually the entrance to the next level. But in this section, I'm fighting my way through to the safe space. But now that I've seen that corner, I know I don't have much further to go. Oh. There we go. That's right, bitch. You better lay the fuck down. Oh! Oh, shoo! And we made it. So he's saying, I set up the little maze to bring you here. And even though he's a lizard man, he's using magic so he can talk to you. So he says, something about the Onyx Tower. It's like, yeah, all the rest of my people are under its spell. And says, oh, there's a nasty bitch inside. It's like she's almost like an undead. So said, my people were relatively peaceful, but now they've got metal weapons and they're all going to war, even though they know they can't win because they're under the spell. It's like, yeah, we like living in the marsh. We don't need no damn cities. It's like, but the lady in the tower. Okay, okay, so. Alright. So, now I can get rid of all this crap. Let's see. Alright, now let's see what you got here. Let's see. Yeah, now, you see, I've got a shitload of cash. But the really good weapons are incredibly expensive. Let's see now. Okay. So, now that I saved all this money, I can afford to buy decent weapons. Alright. So, now that we're here, he's gonna cast another spell. And this part will open. So, now I'll mosey over here. There we go. And now we save. So, this new bow I have, Icy Burst Darkwood Short Bow. There's a chance it will, just like Mr. Freeze, Batman's nemesis. Every once in a while, this arrow will hit you, and you're instantly in a block of ice. And then another hit with the arrow, you break apart into pieces. It's like, yeah, you don't need to be fighting shit. Alrighty now. Now, let's see. Oh. I need to go back, Oh, I guess I gotta be inside, so let me just run back. So brothers, I just wanted you to know, nobody is gonna shame me away from my path towards greater enlightenment. So, no way. Now, I noticed in this game, if you have certain magic items, sometimes the game will provide more of them to you. So and because this lady has the weight restrictions, see, now I've got studded leather armor +5. That's the best leather armor you can get. And unless I get lucky and find some elven plate mail, I'm gonna have to stick with this. But that's okay. So, let me see. Oh, I usually get this. There we go. And get a few more arrows. There we go. Now we're all set. Yeah, I've had people take advantage of me because, like I said, the hamster wheel is always spinning, and I'm so easily distracted that people can throw shade at me and get away with it a lot of times. But even though the wheel is still spinning, now it's on worthwhile subjects. So it's easier for the wheel to spin around and for me to come back to something else worthwhile to think about. So, yeah, these raggedy ass motherfuckers can throw shade all they want. But I will continue to be awake, unafraid, and unbreakable. Well, sure, I can bend. I might even crack. But, I've got issues and I've got problems. But the red pill philosophy is definitely not one of them. So, brothers, thanks so much for hanging with me. In the real world, it's only 0600. But, that, like I said, in the man cave, time is a variable. So, I am going to get back to work. I'm going to work on the man cave, and you never know, I just might drop another video or two this weekend. And when you're in a place where time is a variable, any time is the right time for a sip of bullet bourbon. Yeah, buddy. So, brothers, remember, stay awake, stay vigilant. Remember, everybody is starting to scope in on us. Everyone's coming up with some reason why you're on the wrong path. But hell no. You're a brother of the Red Pill Awakening. You're on the right path. And you keep living your life. And by your example, other men trapped in that blue pill existence will see what the hell makes him as cool as the other side of the pillow. Let me tell you, brother. It's like the man said, you take the red pill. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. That's what I'm doing, that's what I will continue to do. So, brothers, stay awake, stay vigilant, ghost in plain sight. Remember, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. And, I still say, some of the best days of your life haven't happened yet.